All right, guys, as we just feature and feast our eyes on the incredible power behind the Vornado VFlow fan. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna get into some details here. This is exciting to be able to offer this at a spring price of only $69.95 with free shipping and handling. We've got much to cover with Megan Clementi. It's nice to have you back.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm so excited about this product.
So this is really, first of all, this company has been around since
1945.
45.
The history is fantastic. So the engineers behind Vornado actually started in the 1920s with plane aviation, and they figured out the way that a propeller moves to bring a plane into flight. They can make that universal and put it into your home. So they created the very first fan.
It's amazing.
Which is cool.
What a beautiful fan it is.
It's beautiful, and that's the thing. It's not even a fan. It's a whole room air circulator. So instead of just fanning and getting a little bit of airflow here and there, maybe it oscillates and it goes back and forth. Not anymore. Now it circulates. You have 29 inches of input, meaning you have 29 inches of output of high volume air. It's going to reach 60 feet, bounce off the walls, bounce off the ceiling, and go all the way back into the units. This is your way to blend those hot spots with the cool spots and make your entire room overall cool and comfortable, saving you money.
Isn't that the truth?
And keeping the summer months nice and cool.
Nice and cool and comfortable, because I mean, every home has a cool room or a hot room. This is a way to keep that flow, like you said, the airflow.
You're always trying to cool down the entire home, but this is the deal. That's expensive. Why don't you just keep the room that you're in nice and cool? This will circulate all that air. So instead of bringing down the thermostat so that those hot spots are comfortable, now you can actually turn it up. I've been keeping my temperature at 74 degrees in my 2-story home.
Nice.
And I'm actually using a blanket to sleep at night because the circulation is so good in my house.
Kidding.
Yeah, oh yeah. It has made a huge difference in my home. I have one in my son's room who's 2 years old, one in my room, and then one downstairs in the family room where we spend most of our time.
So this, we're talking about what kind of a room size here?
220 square feet.
Oh, that's big.
So, oh yeah, it makes a big difference. What you were seeing in those videos is really the technology of the idea of a regular fan is that direct airflow, which looks like this. If you're looking at just the comparison of what you have in your home, you could have that has direct airflow and will keep the person just in front of it nice and cool. Or you could have this. It's sleek, you don't notice it. It has these contouring air ducts. So this is actually gonna send air out top and to the left. This will send it down to the right. That's what's creating the V. And because you're getting right? It's
I just finally got it.
Yeah, so you're creating literally a V. So now you have the air going like this, expanding from side to side, going all the way through 60 feet up and around to circulate all the air in the room. It's genius.
You are kidding me. I love this idea. And wow, you would expect something like this to be a lot more expensive. So the time to try it is now. The VFlow is the key, and you're right. I mean, talk about helping you save money on your electric bill. I was just complaining because every month it comes. You can't negate it. You can't challenge it. You can't fight it. So by turning your temperature up a little bit, or however you look at it, down a little bit, that can save you potentially hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single year.
Absolutely, and if you're in an area where it's nice and cool outside, put this by a window. Why not get that cool, fresh air from outside and circulate it through your whole home? If it's cold outside and you're trying to keep it hotter, which is not necessarily this time of the year, but if you were, you could put this in front of a heater and circulate that warm air. It's genius every way you look at it.
It is. One more thing I wanted to show. Okay, let's show the compare, but you get a 5-year warranty with this purchase too.
Yes.
So that's another huge thing. Vornado being the company that they are, they want to make sure you know that you're going to be taken care of. It's an amazing, pretty attractive piece that does such a better job than this old cheap looking thing.
Does a better job, it looks better, it's more efficient, it saves you money. I mean, there's really no comparison, except that there is, and we'll show you that right now.
Okay,
so I need you to be my special helper.
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna turn this one on, and we'll get this one going, and then when it's time, we'll turn this one off and turn on that fan. So I want our audience at home, you guys, I want you to see that the difference is really remarkable. So right now, clearly I have 2 fans going, but that's okay. We have direct airflow. Now I can move these out, and they're still going, whether it's high or low. Both of these fans are still moving because we're getting a range of air. So we can turn this off. And
you know what's cool? Is it's not moving.
No, it's not oscillating.
It's staying right where hi. Let me move over here so you can see what we're talking about. That's pretty amazing technology.
No, I mean, these guys, they are true engineers, and they realize not only will you save money and be more efficient by not using oscillation, but just using simple technology by curving those air ducts. So we're getting more flow with less money. So you can see how far my arms are spread apart right now. I'm gonna turn this off. You see there's no airflow. We'll turn this guy on over here.
Okay.
It's on high.
And it's coming straight at you.
Of course, it's gonna have great direct airflow. As soon as I separate it less than 2 feet, I cannot get both of these moving.
No.
I can go high and low. I cannot get both of these moving. Why? Because it's direct airflow. If I oscillate, as soon as it goes this way, you're gonna be cool, but I won't be. With the Vornado tower, you will be cool no matter where you stand because it's gonna expand across your entire room for full air circulation.
I am so impressed with this, you guys. I'm thrilled. I mean, what a perfect time for it to be here because it's starting to warm up everywhere. And, you know, those dog days of summer, you know, we're all tempted to like just crank the air conditioning until then you get to your electric bill and go, what? So why not keep the room that you're in during the day cool, keep the bedrooms that you're sleeping in at night cool, but not cool the entire house that's not even being utilized. So if you want to get a couple, I don't blame you. One for a bedroom, one for each bedroom, maybe one upstairs, one downstairs. Amazing product with a 5-year warranty, and it's on FlexPay. I think it's only $23.32. Free shipping to you right to your front door, and you can check it out for a month. But let's take a look at this visual again because it shows you how it's multi-directional without oscillating.
And it has such a great input. So if you're looking, this is 29 inches tall.
Okay.
It's sleek in design, it's slim. You would think it can't bring in that much air, but it does. It's pulling it in from this entire height and taking it back out. So you get max input, giving you max output. And that's really what you want because you want to be able to take out as much air in your house and spread it around. So by having this long design, it helps you get there. And again, if we can look right over here, this is the contoured air duct that I was talking about. You can see that it's kind of shaped on a curve. That's directing the air this way and directing the air this way. That is that VFlow technology. That is how you're gonna get the max airflow in your entire home. And you can see it's going out, and it's not going out necessarily in a straight line. It's expanding in that V formation.
And you can also set this, right? So it's got an automatic timer, I think 1, 2, 4, or 8 hours.
Absolutely. If I just tilt this forward real quick.
Okay.
So not only do you get a great little remote control, it's got this cradle at the very top. It's kind of like its little home. So you always have a place for it to go. It just, actually, I don't know if you can hear that. It magnetizes right into place.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you don't have remote controls everywhere. Now you have a home for it and it stays there. You're gonna have your power on and it's gonna illuminate when you do so. Now you don't just have 1, 2, but you have 3 choices between low, medium, and high. And here's your energy saving right here. Set it for 1, 2, 4, or 8 hours. This is why it's so efficient. If you're sleeping at night, set it for 8 hours and then don't worry about it because when you wake up in the morning, it will turn itself off.
That's so cool. I love that.
You don't have to do it. If you're in the office, set it for 2 hours before your lunch break. When you have efficiency, not only are you saving money, but you're also saving the unit. This is why our products typically last 10 years is because they're efficient and they're only doing the work when they have to do it, not when they don't.
Yeah, it's a company that's been around since 1945, and they offer a 5-year warranty on a piece that is so attractive, not to mention powerful. This is like the VFlow is giving you so much in terms of it's moving up to, I think it's moving air up to 60 feet.
60 feet out. And then, because of the way the air is moving, it's actually bringing it back around. I see you shaking. It's cold up here.
I know, it really is. But I love that it does. It keeps the movement of the air. It doesn't just blast it in one direction with that VFlow. And this is what's so key about this product, is that it keeps all the air moving. So it blends the hot air with the cold air, and it kind of makes it that perfect, you know, acclimated temperature that we're comfortable with. And I think they just look amazing. They kind of look like a
sleek.
Very sleek, like a very expensive kind of, you know, purifier type of thing. but it's a fan. We are super busy on this. I wish we had like 3,000 of them. We don't even have close to that. What we have is what we have, and they're here at a special spring price too. Normally these sell for $79 without shipping. They sit on our website and sell well because a lot of people get frustrated. They get their monthly electric bill, whether it's because it's heating or cooling, and it's out of control. This is the only way I know that we can actually have something to do with that, what that end number is at the end of the month.
Yeah, and I think about, for us, especially me being in Florida and any of the hotter states, you typically put these away during the winter time and you bring them back out. These are the fans that you bring out of storage that typically break. This is something you keep in your home year round because you know you're getting full air circulation, not just a random breeze. This is what's gonna keep you cool.
Plastic.
This is what's gonna allow you, just
a piece of plastic.
It looks ugly. It's not cute at all. This is
terrible.
Actually quite stunning. It's very sexy. If you can call it air circulator sexy, this was the one that you would label that way. But this is something that you do want to keep in your home because you're able to now set your thermostat to a higher temperature and just circulate that air. Like we said, 60 feet. Think about it going straight across and up around the entire room to come back around. That's how this works with that VFlow technology that you're not going to find in any other fan. We do not oscillate, we circulate air.
I like that. To me, that makes so much more sense. Oscillation is one thing, but to me it feels like there's so many extra parts to break.
Oh, for sure.
You know, things that are gonna just continue to go wrong.
They wear out.
They wear out. I mean, you spend a little bit and you get junk.
Oh, well,
like that.
When we had the hurricane and we, our AC actually, something happened to it and it went out. We had to buy 3 of those to cool down one room. I could have just purchased this. This was a year and a half ago.
You didn't know.
I could have just done one and it would have been less expensive than if I purchased 3 of those.
And if you are just tuning in, Megan is showing us how the VFlow is what is the key and the differentiating factor to this fan. It's not a fan, it's an air circulator. So explain, if you will, why you've got these little, whatever they're called.
The pinwheels going. All right, so if we look at the contour of the V tower, it's pulling out in this direction from up top, but down below it's going in this direction. It's literally creating a V with how it is directing the air. That is the difference. With your typical fan, it is a direct airflow that goes straight. Now you have VFlow technology, so it's expanding across the whole room. And because of the way this is working with the motor, it actually allows it to go 60 feet. So now you're going from wall to wall, bringing it up around, and what we're doing with the pinwheels is showing how, whether it's nice and high or down low, you are getting air. If I move over to this fan, would you be so kind to turn that on? If I go high and I go low, let me get right in front of it, I get nothing. I have to be directly in front of it. If you have one person in the house and this is blowing on them, all right, it might work. But if you have a family and you want the whole room to be comfortable, this will do the work of 3 of these. And this is a lot prettier to look at. Well, I don't want 3 of these in my room.
This thing gets so ugly and full of dust and dirt. It looks disgusting.
Well, and you see the dust and the dirt.
So you know that's what you're breathing in. This is cool too. This is a magnetic remote control. It just mounts itself right on the top. You'll never lose it. You can manually use it or not. And it does have the auto timer. It has a home. It has a home.
It has a home. It has a place that it likes to go to, and it nestles in. I actually had my 2-year-old try to run into it a couple times to see if it would stick, and the magnet does a really good job. So even if you knock it, it might swing, but it stays in its place.
Okay.
And so if you have animals, if you have kids, it's safe, it's friendly, it's not gonna break. And again, it's nice to look at.
It is. That matters to me. I don't want something like this in the main part of my home, even though, I mean, everybody's home has, I know my home, and I just, it just doesn't have enough insulation in some of the rooms. So I end up spending so much more money than I should, whether it's cooling, very atypical to have to heat my home in Florida, but you know what I'm saying, it does happen. But this is so impressive. And as you're looking at this animation, it's giving you multi-directional air flow. And that's the key to Vornado. That's what they do. It's a VFlow offering tons of power. It is very portable and compact, by the way, and a very attractive spring price here at HSN. There's free shipping to your door to try it. I know, it's different than what you're used to seeing, and that's the whole point. Put one payment down on a flex pay and see how you feel about it. You've got a month to try it. If you don't love it, send it back. All your money will be returned. Before our time runs out, though, Megan's going to show you one more look at that VFlow technology. We've got about 1,000 of these left. That's it.
Great input, great output. I just want to take home again how trusted the Vornado brand is. They started in the 1920s with the best engineers in plane aviation. They created the very first fan built off the idea of how a propeller runs, and now they're bringing you the best. They're bringing you a true air circulator to move all the air in your room. It has a great amount of input, so it can take all that air in your home and push it out. You can only get out what you put in, and the Vornado tower really is able to take a lot and expand it 60 feet, going across your entire home. This is a technology you have not seen before. Vornado is one of a kind. They're trusted, and you get that great 5-year warranty. It's the leading in the industry. You definitely want to make sure you have at least one of these, especially if you have a large gathering room. This is something that you're going to have in there so the entire room stays cool, you save money, but more importantly, you and your guests are comfortable.
You know what I love too about this? Because like in my bedroom, I know, too much information, but I have a ceiling fan, and because I get hot at night, it just doesn't have enough airflow, but if I turn the ceiling fan up too high, it just dries me out, and it's just like blasting straight on me. I wake up feeling awful.
And you know what,
freezing.
with the fan, it collects dust, so as soon as you turn it on, now you have dust spraying directly over your bed, and then you're breathing that in.
I know, I think about that all the time. This makes sense not only because it gives you a fan capability, it's so much better than a fan. It moves the air in multiple directions, so it's not just blasting straight on your face, or, you know, I mean, really, it makes sense when you think about it. The air needs to move. And if you want an air purifier, Vornado makes a great air purifier too. I know that that's available and in our system right now. In fact, they're on sale at $99.95. Typically $129. If you want the info, I'll give it to you.
That one is making our big debut tomorrow night.
Is it? You can get it now if you want. 542485, a Vornado air purifier and the air circulator, which is what we're featuring here for you. Thank you for your orders. I know we've dipped below 1,000 available, but if you want them, get a couple. This is the best price you're going to find on them, a 5-year warranty with each and every one. Get rid of these old pieces of junk.
So ugly.
They are.
You talk about your bedroom. We work hard to make our home look good. Why would we put that in there to ruin the look?
No. This is probably close to the prices anyway. Thank you. So good to see you again, Megan.
Me too.
And thanks for your orders. Continue calling.